We're back for another behind the scenes video. Today we're capturing the Birmingham Black Business Show behind me at the NEC. We've got multiple things happening today. We've got interviews, we've got a photo studio, we've got live talk capture, we've got B-roll on an easy rig, and we've even got my man Joseph behind running BTS as well. So come on in, come on through, we'll take you through what we're doing. Setting up the photo studio now. So grab the 300D, grab the photo studio and start getting set up. This is the thing. I don't know whether to just set you up here. But then where's power's there? Then they're gonna need to be separated out to like here. And then you're gonna need to be out to like here. You can't do that. So what we're doing here is basically just setting up a 3x3 black neg over the top of the photo studio. And the reason why we're doing that is because the lighting in the space, like you know what fluorescent lights look like. So we're basically just cutting off as much of the artificial light in the space as we can, so then we can fill it with our own lights for the photo studio. Always solving problems, mate. That's what the job is. That is what the job is. Now we're setting up the interviews. So interviews on the step and repeat. We have a aperture 600D over here, 120 centimeter softbox that we're going to double diffuse with a grid. We've got a flag over here for the exact same reason as the photo booth, so that we cut all of the like harsh artificial light. And then we'll also set up an aperture 300C, or Amaran 300C shall I say, as a hair light as well. So a massively overkill hair light, but we do what we do. I know, but I need a hair light. I can't not have a hair light. Fuck. Where's the van? Okay, like let's set up easy rig. Yeah. You go, I'll shoot. Yeah. So we didn't bring enough stands for all of the fixtures that we need. We thought that we had enough. We've got them in the van, but it's like a 20-minute round trip walking to go and get the stand that we need. Thinking on your feet, basically, Jack's gonna go set up the easy rig now for shooting the event. I'm gonna jump on and film. He's gonna run and grab the stand, and then in about 20 minutes it'll all be fixed.
As the camera up, sets up for his hunt.
Just B-roll, mate. Establishing shots really, kind of as the show starts to fill up a bit. I want to get that energy of kind of things filling up and it feeling a bit dead, and then beginning to kind of come into the video. Just some B-roll whilst Jack goes and grabs the stand from the car, and then I can pass this off to him and let him do his job. So you've got the photo studio behind me. Now what we're doing here is we're offering free headshots to all of the attendees that come through. Anyone that wants one, they'll basically get emailed out straight after the show. And let me talk you through the setup that we're running with. So we've got Adam Thorne over here doing the actual photos. Bless him, he's running this all day. Probably 1,000 people will come through this booth, so fair play to Adam. Now, in terms of lighting, we've got the Aperture 300D over there, using that as our key light. We've got 120 centimeter softbox on there, double diffused with a grid, so it's nice and soft on the face. For our key light, if you come over, our hair light, if you come over here, we've got the Amaran 100D, and we actually have a stop of diffusion paper in front of this as well, because when we initially set it up, it was looking a bit saucy on the side of the face. This is literally set to 5% brightness over here, and I think the 300D is set to maybe 50% brightness, if that. So massively overkill lighting for what we need, but you know we've got to bring the best kit.
So if you'd like to just pop your bits down there, or then get your email address, we'll look in the mirror and then we'll get your photos taken. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Nice, perfect, happy with those.
Okay, camera speed. So just looking at me, just me and you having a chat, just try not to look at this thing, yeah? Nice, easy one to get you started. Who you are, what it is you do, and why we're here today, okay? Good. Get me out of here. That was amazing, thank you so much. Interviewing really is just about getting the kind of standard story arc, so who, what, when, where, why, and how. And then once I know that I've got all of those, I can then experiment with different questions that potentially might make it into the video but might not, but you need those kind of foundational questions to know that you have a story for the video, basically. All right, let's talk about this live talk capture. So we've basically had to light the stage because we've got these nasty fluorescent lights that the NEC have provided, and of course that doesn't look good on camera. So we put some lights up. We've got a 600D, the same one that we were using for the key light for the interview. 120 centimeter softbox. We've removed the grid, so it's basically just full clip sending across the stage. And then also we have a 300C over there, and that's just adding a little bit of hair, a little bit of spot to the speakers, kind of as they're talking as well. If you follow me down here, I'll talk you through the camera setup. So we're using 2 cameras for the live recording. We've got the Blackmagic 6K Pro Over here, 24 to 70, polarizer on there as well. Shooting that all the way at 70, even though it's a wide, just because it's so far back from the stage. That's DC powered, well, it was DC powered before the talk finished. And then over there as well, if you can zoom in on that, we have a Blackmagic 4K with a 300mm lens as a really tight angle on the speakers as they're talking. That's basically been powered through a MPF battery, which pretty much goes for 2 hours on those Blackmagic 4Ks. So yeah, that's it for the live talks. Pretty simple. Just hit them and record, and then just stand by the camera and wait for the talk to finish. All right, we're wrapped. That is a successful third Birmingham, so knackered, Birmingham Black Business Show. Like I said, basically 4 deliverables today. So photo studio, highlight video, interviews, obviously with B-roll, and then the live capture as well. Super successful day. I hope you've enjoyed the window into our world. I hope it's been somewhat useful for you to see kind of how we go about these live productions for events. And with that being said, that's everything for the video. I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Easy. Yeah. Catching me fumbling this tripod bag, yeah?